Hey friends, welcome back to the channel. In today's video, I'm going to show you how you can set up a way for people to sign up for your email newsletter, and once they sign up, receive an email for whatever it is, 10% off, 15% off, whatever you want to give them, so you can create an email list, create first-time customers, and be able to run this automated, have it set up so you never have to think about it once you get it set up initially. Okay, so here we are on my demo website. And the first thing I'm gonna wanna do is I'm just looking at my fake shop here, and we have these products and all these different things that we sell. We have new arrivals, categories set up. I have other videos on that, on how I did that. But there's all this stuff that's set up. So we're good to go on the store side. But what we wanna do here is we wanna create a way for people to sign up for emails. All right, so the first thing you're gonna wanna do is create the discount code. So I'm gonna go into commerce, and then I'm going to click on discounts. Right here, once I click on discounts, it'll give me these options here. I'll click the plus sign and we'll get started. First thing is I'll just do new customer for the name. And then the discount code here is going to be, I'm just gonna call it new friends. All right, so I'll have it set up as new friends. You get to decide how much you want to give them as a discount, 10% off, 15% off, whatever that is. I'll start with 15% off and we'll go from there. You'll see there's other options. You could do amount off or free shipping for like a first order, but for now, I'm just going to do a percentage off and I'll do 15%. From there, you could set up a criteria that says for any order or a specific product, whatever that is, I'm going to keep it at any order, and then limit total uses. This is the amount of uses across your whole site. So only 10 people get this. Doesn't really make sense because this is for all first-time visitors. So I'm going to keep it at unlimited, but this one's useful. Limit 1 per customer. Discounts can be used once per email address. That's perfect. It's like really helpful actually to have this checked off. From there, there's a few other options. Limit subscription discounts. So this is if you have any type of membership and you don't want to, any type of subscription payment and you don't want it to do the discount on those, well, you could clarify that here. I'm gonna leave this right now, exclude subscription products. You could do first payment, all payments, whatever you like, but I'm just gonna leave this for now. And then here, the last thing that's most important is just check off never expire, because here, you just want this to get set up and you never want to think about it again. So just like that, we have it set up. And the only thing I need to copy is this code here, new friends. And then I'll hit save and I'm good to go. Now, you could do these next 2 steps in any order, but I'm gonna first go into the email tool, which I'll go back to the homepage here, and then I'll go to marketing. And once I'm in marketing, I'll hit email campaigns. Now, if you use MailChimp or ConvertKit or anything like that, you do the same exact process, but here's a walkthrough of how I do it. So I go to email campaigns, and then I hit create. I'm gonna try to keep this as simple as possible because you could design your email and do all that in your own time. But here, I just wanna set up an automation. You see this text right here that says automation? That's what I wanna do. Either one of these is fine, but this one's perfect actually because it's welcome new subscribers. So I'll click on that, and then I'll get all these different fields again. And then once I click on that, you'll see I get all these different fields. I personally don't think this email needs to be that fancy. You could do something fancy, but I'm just gonna start with something straightforward like this, and we'll get into it. I wanna change the background so it matches the brand more. Perfect, yes, use this template. And then we get started. All right, so here there's all these email colors, but I'm just gonna work with the colors that I have on my. So once I go in here, you could come in here and design all the email. I'm just gonna change a few things so we're on the same page. Here we go, welcome email, perfect, save 15% off your first order with code new friends, perfect. I'm gonna do that, make that bold. Perfect. Cool. All right, here we go. And I'm just gonna get rid of this. I don't need this. You could talk about your company, you could do all of that, but I would just give them a clear way to get back to your website. So here would take them to the home page. Let's see, where does it say sign up? I just wanna change sign up to be like shop now, whatever that is, we're good to go. And again, you'd have your whole email set up. So do all of that. But once you get this set up, you're good to go. You'll hit email. And then from here, you're going to want to set up the actual automation. So you'll see here, it says automation at the top. Click on email and then click on automation. And it says here, after a person subscribes, which is perfect. So I'll click on that. There's after a purchase or after a subscription. Again, perfect that it's subscription. And then you choose the mailing list. Currently, I don't have a mailing list. So it's going to ask me to create one. I'll create one. This is main list. Save. And then I need to go back. Now, actually, I don't think it's going to take me back specifically, but here we go. Okay, so let me go back to the automation. So it's going to be under this automations tab. You'll see this first email here, and then I'll go into these three dots and hit edit. Then once I'm in here, again, the email is already designed. We're good to go. So I'll go to email, and then it'll say after a person subscribes, what list? And I'm going to put main list, and then go back, and then timing. When do you want it to send out? A day later, all of that. I'm going to do immediate. So once we're good to go there, you'll have your sender details, you'll have your legal address, all of that should be sorted by now. And once you're done, you'll hit activate automation. Because I'm on a demo site, you will need to pay for this automation per month. Equivalent to other companies like ConvertKit or MailChimp, this tool is a lot cheaper and it's built in automatically and it has some other cool features as well. But whatever you decide to do, that is the best thing to do, as long as you're doing something. So you'll hit activate automation here, and then you'll be set up there. Again, we've done two of the biggest steps. Now we did the discount code, we set up the email. Now we need to put it on the website so people can find it. So there's three things you need to do. You need to set up a newsletter page so that you just have a /newsletter, just have that. You could, the second one is like you could set up a promotional banner or an announcement bar so that people can see it at the top of your website. And three, you could set up a promotional pop-up so that it pops up when they first visit the site. We're going to do all three. I recommend you do the promotional pop-up and the newsletter page for sure. And then the announcement bar at the top is like a cool optional third piece that you can do that we'll walk through right now. So let's start with the newsletter page. I'll just go to pages, and then in the not linked section, I'm going to click the plus sign and I'm going to go to blank page. This is a really simple page. I'm just going to type in newsletter. Boom, we're good to go. That's there. And then I'm going to go into the editor, add content. And here I'm going to look for newsletter. So once I'm in here, I'm going to go to forms, and then I'm going to pick one that helps me get set up to subscribe for an email. So this is an actual form. This is like the newsletter. This is like the newsletter. So I don't need all these pictures, but I'll click on this one. Perfect. I'm going to delete this. Don't really need any of this. I just want people to have an easy way to sign up for the newsletter. And then also what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set this to medium and then drag this to center. Now, here's some of the magic we need to do. We're going to need to do this so it's dialed in. Let's go to the edit tool. Now, you could just set this up however you like, right? You could have the description, remove the description, the disclaimer, have all that. Require name field, I recommend it, but you could choose how you want to do that. And then design, you could figure out how you want it to look, if you want it to stack, if you want it to go to left, center, right, all of that. Storage, this is where it's important. So click on this up here if you're using the Squarespace tool, and you're just going to tell it which mailing list to go to. We already have main list set up, so we'll click on that. Boom, good to go. And then again, once you have everything else set up for confirmation emails and the sender profile, you'll be able to do a verification for them to verify that their email, that they signed up and it's legit, which will help for sending rates later on. But this mailing list is really important that we get that set up. Then what we need to do is, now, if you're using a tool like MailChimp, there is a built-in feature. So if you see other storage options, you'll see you could connect MailChimp automatically. It'll ask you to log in. You'll connect it to the right list. You'll be good to go. If you use Zapier, you could use that to connect it to like a ConvertKit or something like that. You'll go through that process. And then Google Drive connects it to a Google Sheet. So if you want to populate the info in a Google Sheet and then connect it to any other tool, you can do that as well. So in this case, we already did what we need to do, so we're good to go there. And then let's see, you could turn on Google reCAPTCHA if you want. That's a check mark of like making sure it's not spam. You could do that if you like, but I'm just going to leave it like this. And then the other thing I'm going to do here is I'm just going to extend this out and then center this here, and we're good to go. probably change the background so the footer looks separate because it looks like it's connected. And I'll just do it like this for now. Cool. You could also add another section down here, talk about some of your favorite blog posts, some of your favorite products. Like if people are on this page, you can leverage it. Anyway, they sign up here, you're good to go. Okay, so once this page is done, you'll hit save. And then from here, this page is launched, you're good to go. What you want to do here is let's talk about the next thing, which is going to go to marketing and setting up a promotional pop-up. Now, this process, I have a whole video on how to do just this. So I'm going to walk through this pretty quickly, but you'll see here, you have these different layouts you could choose from. I always recommend doing the layout first and then going into these items. Trust me on it, it'll save you from doing duplicate work. Choose the right layout, the layout you want, and then go add in all the other items. But here you'll see it's already set up to subscribe, so we're good to go. So I'll go to action, and then same thing here. You'll need to go to storage and make sure it's set up to the email, Squarespace email campaigns, and then from there, choose whatever list it is. We just have main list, so we're good there. You can see it says sign up for a newsletter or click a button. We want the newsletter, so that's perfect, and then we're good to go. One thing I didn't mention in the newsletter page is, do you see this post submit? You could send them to like you see this, it says post submit message. You could have it say thank you. You could also like write something here to have them go back to the shop page or whatever that is, because you might not know where they actually enter your website from. So this is a great way for you to continue to move the process forward and the user flow forward as people are engaging with your site. Now, a few things to consider with a pop-up. I know Shopify's experience works with this like whole full screen mode. So you want to think about two things, display and timing. This is whatever your preference is. Most sites I see that do e-commerce within the first 10 seconds of the site loading show you a pop-up. It's a little annoying, but it just tells you, hey, if you want 10-15, if you like the products, you want 10-15% off, make sure you sign up for the newsletter. You'll get that on your first order. But you'll see here, show the pop-up on any first page or only certain pages. You could set the criteria there. I'm just going to do any first page, show on a timer after 5 seconds. You could do 10, whatever you like. I'll do 5 seconds, and then frequency. This is really interesting. Do you want it to happen every day? Do you want it to happen every 30 days? How much? Again, if this is e-commerce, probably closer to the next day. As people are shopping, you want them to sign up. And then it says don't show again after they sign up. Yes. And then show on mobile, which is great. Once you hit save, you're good to go. You will want to like look at the mobile experience. You see it's down here. And maybe in the style section, you'll want to try to format this. If you go down to the bottom, mobile specific styling enabled. You could come in here. What is it, this one? Now, I'm going to take a look at the mobile experience here. And as you can see, the pop-up shows up at the bottom of the screen. There's a few reasons it does that. Filling up the screen like that is actually not recommended by Google for a lot of like SEO purposes and user experience reasons, but it's usually what gets the most attention. So here it's at the bottom of the screen for mobile, and this is for all the layouts. Maybe you could adjust it with custom code. You probably can adjust it with custom code and then the styling as well. But for now, you can see it's here at the bottom of the screen. So you can do what you like to emphasize it more with styling as you go through. And this is specific for the mobile experience. So in my personal opinion, I wish I gave you more options, but it does come with the best user experience. I don't know. I'll leave it at that though. So you'll see this. Once you get everything set up, you'll just hit display pop-up. You'll just turn this toggle on and then hit save. You're good to go. Now you have everything set up. The only thing you can do now, or the additional thing you could do now, is do an announcement bar. And then here you could enable this. And what it does is it puts this little announcement at the top of your page. So something like this, new customers save 15% off. And then you could send them. This is why the newsletter page is important. You send them to the newsletter page. And then boom, just like that, you're good to go. Let me get out of this. And so if I'm here on the homepage and I'm on your site and I'm experiencing your site and I'm like, oh, whoa, look, save 15%. Boom, I click on that. Great. I'm on the newsletter page. I'm able to sign up. This text could say something about saving 15%. And once I hit sign up, I'll get an email to my email box about the coupon code. And then that will push me back to the store. Boom, I got the whole experience. I'm now subscribed. I now have a list. You got the whole automation built. You never have to consider this again. Last thing I'll mention here is that if you go to pages and you go to newsletter, the one thing I do is click the little settings wheel, and you could keep it on, but you could go to SEO and then just turn it off. It'll still be a page that's found, but if somebody goes to your site and they go to shop, I don't know if they necessarily need to see this as a first page, maybe a category page or maybe your products, maybe your home page, but I don't know if the newsletter page needs to be a priority. So you could turn that off here. You could keep it on as well. It's up to you. In this case, I'm going to turn it off and then hit save. And boom, just like that, we have the whole shop experience set up for that first email automation built in, and you could do whatever you want with additional automations in the same way. Once you learn this process, you could do it over and over and over again.